This is the 2021 Pilot Flying J South Atlantic Conference Baseball Tournament Championship. 8 teams. 5 days. One champion. From Smokies Stadium, this is the 2021 Pilot Flying JSAC Baseball Tournament.
The moment we've all been waiting for, the final game as we max it out. Game number 13 of the Pilot Flying J SAC Baseball Championships. And we set the stage in a rematch of the opening round game. Newberry and Wingate, and we take a look at the hot-hitting Newberry lineup, led off by Zachary Bales. Gets things started. Luke Orr's in that mix. They got the hot-hitting in the top, the bottom, and the middle of this lineup for Newberry. They just took down Carson-Newman with a 14-7 win, rather. And let's see what these two clubs have to offer. It'll be Mac Kalari getting the ball for Wingate. Kalari is making his second appearance of this tournament. Gave up 3 earned in his only outing so far. He is 2-1 with a 3.89 ERA, and the first pitch of the baseball championship game is in there for strike number 1, and we are underway here at 5:45. Wingate's start of the day in an elimination-style victory over Carson-Newman. And now the 0-1 pitch from Kalari is off the plate, down and away for a ball, and that evens it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Right-hand pitcher against Bales. Bales is 3 for 8 here in the tournament. And Kalari gets the sign, now pitches, and he pumps one in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Well, both of these teams had a luxury with good pitching in their outing, but no team better than Wingate as Austin Mitchell threw a complete game. Just 101 pitches. Here's the 1-2 offering. It's a line drive, hit to right field, coming on McKay. He makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down in the inning. Defensively behind the right-hander Kalari, Bryant, Guy, McKay, left to right, Dansky, Simpson, Mellett, Dula, third to first, and McNeely is the man behind the plate. So here comes Luke Orr, 8 of 18 in the tournament. He's had a monster tournament for Newberry. The first pitch to him in a scoreless game is a ground ball through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Orr's 9th hit of the series, and he actually really struggled when these two teams met earlier this season. Orr went 2 for 14 overall. 6th time these two teams have met. And now with 1 out and 1 on, here's Jack Harris coming off of a monster game against Carson-Newman. Hit a home run in that one with a runner at first base. The right-hander pitches and misses high and tight for ball 1. Harris, 3 for 5, a home run, 5 RBIs against the Eagles in the game prior to this one. And now Kalari delivers the 1-0, and a hard-hit liner snared by Dansky at third. That ball was absolutely tattooed. But Dansky at third was able to make the grab, playing right in on the bag. Grabbed it out of the air. Wingate looking for their 7th conference tournament championship. On the other side, Newberry looking for just its 2nd ever title. We're scoreless in the top of the first inning. Wingate gets the home sideline this time around, and the right-hand pitcher Kalari delivers in a line drive, leaping into the air, the shortstop Simpson. It's over his head for a base hit. Line keeps moving here with 2 outs. Good piece of hitting by Aiden Bauer, who had been just 3 for 13 in the tournament prior to that swing. So here comes Colin Allman, 6 for 15 in this tournament. So now Allman digging into the batter's box. Right-hand pitcher and the right-hand batter. Allman has a couple RBIs in this tournament. And the right-hander comes set and delivers. He hits the outside corner for a strike. Well, you're not holding anything back here. An automatic berth into the postseason on the line in this one. 2 men on, 2 men out. Newberry trying to get on the board. Right-hander Kalari pitches and a swing and a miss. Pitch down and away for a strike to get ahead at 0-2. Well, this year against Newberry, Kalari pitched in that tournament game the other night. And that's when he gave up those 3, or no, it was earlier this season rather, gave up those 3 runs. The ball's and 2 strikes. Check out at second base, the pitch, and that's down and away for a ball. One and 2 with 2 men on and 2 outs. Newberry trying to strike first. A big 8-run 4th inning was the difference against Carson-Newman. Kalari faced Catawba yesterday, 2 shutout innings. His only appearance of the tournament so far. He pitches, and Allman flares it off of first. Dula steps into foul ground. The first baseman steps onto the grass, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. So despite 2 hits, the right-hander gets out of it. Here comes Wingate to the plate. Scoreless ball game so far here on the SAC Digital Network.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Tomas Sorsha makes his second appearance of this tournament. The all-conference selection gets the ball for Coach Russell Triplett with a championship on the line. And the right-hander who pitched against Catawba, a great outing for him. Over 4 scoreless innings, tried to come back out for the 5th, but after the 68-minute rain delay, Coach Triplett said, nope, that's enough. Let's get you out. And he deals with McCann Mellett, and the left-hand hitter takes off the plate away for ball 1. Mellett against Carson-Newman launched the ball. A couple home runs, was aboard 4 times. Sorsha into his motion to pitch, and Mellett fouls it back. Sorsha did not pitch against Wingate in the regular season. And he has been dynamic out there with the exception of a rough stretch of 3 games. He has been the best starter for Newberry. The 1-1. Tried a curveball outside corner, missed it. 2-1. So 3 straight all-conference picks leads this off here for Wingate. The 2-1 pitch. High pop-up. Out into the outfield goes the shortstop, Allman. He's calling it. Now the center fielder tries to take over Terrence, and it drops in, and that'll be a double. Terrence and this Newberry outfield plays so deep. I wonder if Allman would have just taken it. And really looking at the replay, Allman wasn't all that close to it either. 77 degrees here, game time temperature. Sunny skies here at the ballpark. Temperatures will dip a little bit, but been our best day for baseball as Michael Dansky will get his turn. Not really a windy day here either. So double for Mellett on a ball that found the outfield grass. And now the left-hand hitting Michael Dansky stands in. And the first pitch to him is a hard hit. One hopper out to the second baseman. Lansdowne, he picks it up and throws out. Dansky. So a 4-3 ground out, but it gives Wingate a chance to seize an early lead. And now Logan McNeely. McNeely's been the hottest hitter for Wingate in this tournament. 8 for 15 at the plate in the tournament. McNeely has driven in 5. Tied for the team lead with a couple teammates in that category. Infield in, no score, bottom of the first. Title game. And the first pitch misses inside from Sorsha. Well, Wingate got a strong starting outing from Hunter Dula when these two teams met to open up the tournament. 1 ball and no strikes. A runner at third base. The pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Good block by Clements, who's been so solid behind the dish all tournament long. The right-hander pitches the 2-0. Needed a strike. Can't get it. The only positive potentially is if he does walk him with first base open. That sets up the double play ball again. Three balls and no strikes. Sorsha working around McNeely, but gets a strike with a fastball outside corner. McNeely's batting helmet glistens off of the sun. And now the 3-1 pitch. And that's off the plate, down and away. And the door is ajar here in the bottom of the first inning for Wingate. And now here's Jed Bryant. Bryant 5 for 19 in the tournament. Home run and 5 RBIs. Hitting just .245 on the season. 5 homers, 33 driven in. Garrett Christopher awaits in the on-deck circle, hoping that he gets a chance to bat with his team on top. Ready against right-hand batter. Sorsha looking to buckle down. Here's the pitch, and it's on the inside corner for a strike. Sorsha, valiant effort, has dealt with some injuries this season. 2-time All-League selection out there on the mound. Ahead at 0-1 in pitching, and that a breaking ball sent Bryant backpedaling. But he drops it on the inside corner, missing for a ball, 1-1. Right-hander now pitches. And a high pop-up backwards and out of here on a foul ball. Overall, Wingate's offense has been pretty darn solid. In this tournament, a .310 team batting average. In the tournament, it's been the pitching that has helped them get this far. They've gotten some wonderful starting pitching efforts. Newberry has started to get some action up in the bullpen early. Here's the pitch, and Bryant crushes it down the left field line, hooking towards the corner, hooking, and it is a fair ball and a 3-run home run. Bryant homers his second of the tournament, and Wingate strikes first with a 3-0 lead. Good piece of hitting from Bryant. Another long home run. Wingate 3, Newberry 0 here in the championship game. And the first pitch to Garrett Christopher is a swing and a miss on a pitch down. 1 strike and nothing here to Christopher. The right-hander pitches. There's a strike on the outside corner. He bounces back now to get ahead at 0-2. Well, an early blow, this Newberry side, but last night they fell behind 3-0 to Tusculum and stormed back with 6 in the second, winning it by an 18-11 final. Sorcerer misses outside, 1-2. The right-hander into his motion, he pitches. Tried the outside corner with the breaking ball, didn't get the call. Even they count at 2-2. Well, the sun will continue to set, and that is a big factor for the right fielders as they're looking back into the sun. The 2-2. Foul tip. Christopher stays alive. And at this ballpark, that's really where it's challenging, and it's right around this time of the night that makes it a tough scenario. And now a 2-2 pitch. Christopher bounces it out to second. Chest-high hop for Lansdowne. He throws out the runner for the second out of the inning. Now Hunter Dula. Dula in the tournament is just 3 for 12, but he has made those 3 hits count. 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. 3-0 Wingate on top, and Sorsha gets a fastball by the left-handed hitter. Dula had the start when these teams started off this tournament. The 0-1, swing and a miss. Dula hangs around. Wingate's won back-to-back elimination games. Newberry on the other side has won 3 straight elimination games to get here. And now the 0-2 pitch. And Dula bounces it out to second base. A nice hop to the left of the second baseman, Lansdowne. He throws it to first, and that ends the inning. But the long home run from Jed Bryant has the Wingate Bulldogs off to an early lead after an inning in the Pilot Flying J SAC Baseball Championship game. It's 3-0. Wingate on top.
What defines a truly distinguished university? Visionary leadership, innovative teaching and learning, compelling evidence of success, a flexible learning environment. These are the traits that have made Anderson University one of 200 schools in the world to be chosen as an Apple School of Distinction. Anderson University, knowledge for the journey.
You're right, that's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Newberry in a hole. Familiar spot for the Wolves. Trailed 3-0 last night to second-seeded Tusculum. This is a 3-4 matchup, and the pitch from Kalari is on the outside corner for strike one. Butler trying to jumpstart the offense. He has 7 hits in the tournament. And the 0-1 pitch is a hard-hit liner down the line, but foul. Butler's average in the tournament at .389. He's driven in 3. Newberry, as a team, is hitting .331 and averaging nearly 11 runs per game. Left-hander started to get loose in the Wingate pen as Kalari pitches. And a swing and a miss, a changeup. Down and away for a punch-out. First one for Kalari. And now Ian Clements, who's been excellent at the plate for Newberry. Team leader, 5 for 10. He's also drawn a couple walks. And possibly an opportunity here. The right-hander Kalari pitches, and that's on the outside corner of the fastball strike. Newberry was the last regular season champ prior to this season back in 2019, but couldn't get out of the conference tournament. The 0-1 on the outside corner. There's a strike. Oh, and 2. Well, Kalari is throwing strikes early. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's off the plate, down and away. The last number 3 seed to win a championship. You don't have to go back too far. Catawba did it in 2019. The pitch, swing and a miss. Another strikeout. Back-to-back punch-outs for Kalari. So here's Zane Terrence. Terrence 2 for 11 on the tournament. 2 outs, nobody on. Wingate 3, Newberry 0 in a title game appearance. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Newberry's consistently been an overall quality program in the league, right in that middle portion, trying to break through that glass ceiling. The 1-0. Bouncing ball right back to the mound. Snared by the pitcher, Kalari. Jogs to first. Underhands to Dula to end the inning. A 1-2-3 frame for Kalari. 1.5 in the books. Wingate the early edge in the title game.
Dear college sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Catawba College is a story of transformation. It's a place where students' creativity is fostered, a place of inspiration to go beyond the classroom, a place of belonging no matter who you are. Mentorships, a broad curriculum, and hands-on experiences prepare students for employment and a lifetime of learning. At Catawba, you begin as you are and transform with your interests and experiences. We're Catawba, and we have a good story to tell.
Tomas Sorsha back to work. Did a good job of bouncing back after the 3-run home run by Jed Bryant. But that's the difference in the game right now. Bottom of the second inning. A trophy on the line here at Smoky Stadium. Andrew McKay will start us off, and he squares to bunt, looking to give Newberry a taste of its own medicine. And he backs away and takes ball one. The righty pitches, and here's a fly ball foul off of first base. The last 4 seed to win it. You would think at 3-4 seeds you might have to go back a little bit. Well, in fact, it has been a very successful run for teams that are not the top 2 seeds. The 1-1. That's in there for a strike, 1 and 2. The last time the number 1 seed won an outright title, you have to go back to 2014. The number 3 seed has won 3 of the last 5. Here's the pitch, and a fly ball hit down the right field line. This is twisting into the corner, and it bounces foul. 2018, LMU won it as the number 4 seed. Right-hand pitcher. Ready's with a 1-ball and 2-strike pitch. Here it is. It's a bouncing ball off of third, foul. Here's the pitch. That's down and away. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. So recent memory shows that typically, if you're right in that mix during the regular season, you have a good shot to win a conference tournament championship. And here's the offering, and McKay bounces it to third, picked up by the third baseman Bauer, and his throw eludes the first baseman Harris, gets towards the bullpen. And for the second straight inning, a leadoff base runner off of a defensive miscue. Well, there's a shallow pop from Mellett that led off the ball game. That bounced in no man's land. This time, it's a bad throw from Bauer. And this is what haunted Carson-Newman against Newberry in the game prior to this. Leadoff man of Borden, Russell Triplett out of the dugout. Trying to get his team to settle down. It's not a good throw from Bauer. I'm not sure that they would have had him. They actually give that an infield single rather than an error. So the error will be on the advancement to second base. It's the 3rd hit of the day for Wingate. So now Carson-Simpson, who's had himself a tournament. And the walk-off winner against Catawba yesterday that eliminated the top seed. Simpson 6 for 16 this weekend, and a chance for Wingate to add to a 3-0 lead in the second, and Simpson does so. A line drive in the left center field. It drops in for a base hit. McKay gets the windmill around third. Simpson hustling for second, and he is safe. An RBI double from Simpson, and Wingate takes a 4-0 lead. Good piece of hitting. And then Simpson with a solid slide to elude the tag. Get the left hand in there in time. So an infield single, an RBI double. Wingate has struck for the first 4 of this game. And the Dogs pitching, chomping at the bit right now. Great opportunity. Justin Guy stands in. Guy, 5 hits in the tournament. That includes a 2-run home run with 2 outs against Carson-Newman in the 7th. Nobody out still. The pitch from Sorsha on the inside corner for a strike. Left-hander getting loose down in the Newberry bullpen. I think that's Matthew Campbell getting hot down there. 1 strike and nothing to count. And now the right-hander pitches. Misses down and away, 1-1. Guy was squaring to bunt that time around. Backed away. Guy hitting .255 on the year. Had his first home run of the season against the Eagles. Well, when you design how games start, Wingate has designed it perfectly in both games today. The 1-1 and a bunt attempt lined into the air. Sorsha plays it off of a hop from his knees. A good throw to first base. That was excellent on the 1-3 putout on the bunt. That was a tough play for Sorsha. Had to take a couple steps forward to make it. He nearly caught it out of thin air. So with 1 out, here's McCann Mellett. He doubled to start off the ball game on a little flare to center. And the first pitch to him is in the dirt. Clements can't block this one. And hustling over to third base goes Simpson. So Simpson over to third. Well, it's so interesting. Newberry had played such great baseball. And you almost wonder, does the 6-hour rain delay contest from the other night against Catawba and the 4.5-hour game against Tusculum last evening have anything to do with how things are shaking out? 1 ball and no strikes and time called. One of these teams trying to secure a ticket to the postseason, and that'll be the end of the line for Sorsha. So he's coming out of the ball game, and with a score 4-0, here in the bottom of the second, Wingate in control. South Atlantic Conference Championship game here on the SAC Digital Network. New pitcher for Newberry is the left-hander Matthew Campbell. Campbell has pitched in this tournament, and it was not a very successful bout. Walked 4, gave up 2 earned in an inning and a third. So Sorsha lashed just 4 outs into the game. And Newberry reeling with the left-handed hitting Mellett at the plate. Campbell misses down and away. He inherited a 1-0 count, and he misses with that pitch to fall into now a 2-ball and no strike hole. So Sorsha an inning and a third, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned as it stands, a walk. He's responsible for the runner at third. The 2-0 pitch. Check swing, but it's a strike taken. Well, frankly, with everything that we know about Sorsha dealing with his injuries, just incredible that he made it as long as he did in the 2 outings, as the pitch is swinging a fly ball down the left field line foul. Gave Newberry a chance against Catawba. 4 shutout innings. Tried to come back on short rest. Did his best work. And now it turns over to Campbell with a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Newberry will have to string it together from here on out. Here's the pitch and a foul ball back, and it stays at 2-2. Wingate has won 6 championships in the conference tournament, most recently in 2015 as the 5 seed. And now the 2-2 pitch. Mellett lines this out to straightaway center, giving chase to center fielder Terrence. He's there to make the catch, but the runner will come across the plate. Simpson touches home. 5 unanswered to start the ball game for the Bulldogs. First pitch from Campbell now to Dansky is a swing and a miss for a strike. Dansky grounded to second base, his only time up so far. Well, Matt Kalari has retired 2 over the minimum so far. And with the left-hander pitching, Dansky flies it out to right. Harris starts back, now circles over towards the alley to make the grab. And that ends the inning, but Wingate gets 2 more across in the second. And it's a 5-0 game through 2.
At me. Okay, let's get started. When you're first looking at where to go to school, what were you searching for?
Well, when I first started searching, I knew I wanted to go to a place where I wouldn't feel limited.
Where I wouldn't just grow as an athlete, but I'd also learn everything that I needed to know to launch my own business.
Somewhere that would truly prepare me for the real world, for what I was going to do next.
Where I could grow as an artist and develop my craft.
I wanted to go to a place where I wouldn't be just another number, a place where people really knew me.
Where over time, I would become a leader.
Somewhere that would show me all that I can be.
Somewhere that believed in me.
Somewhere that after I left, I would be proud of the person that I became.
And I found that place
at Coker.
Newberry needs to find those hot bats that they've had the last 2 games, playing their 3rd game in about a 24-hour span. The Wolves trail it 5-0. And they got to find something and find it here in a hurry. Dalton Lansdowne will start us off. He's been a hot stick at the plate. 6 for 13 this weekend. And the right-hander Kalari pitches and a bunt shown. And that pitch misses off the plate away for ball one. Kalari so far 22 pitches, 2 shutout innings, retired 4 straight. Kalari peers down the barrel at the sign, and here comes the 1-0. Another pitch off the plate. Well, we've seen Newberry have some big innings. 6 runs, 5 runs last night over 2 separate innings. They had 8 in the 4th against Carson-Newman. And here's the 2-0 pitch, and that one's on the inside corner. You know, I wonder what it's like as a pitcher when you're dealing with Newberry out there on the mound, when basically you're looking at a batter that is squaring to bunt almost every pitch, the 2-1. This time Lansdowne hits a high chopper that ends up in shallow left field right down the line, and that'll be a base hit for Dalton Lansdowne. I don't think you could go out there and try to do that with a tennis ball and a tennis racket to hit that ball perfectly if you were on a tennis court. It was one bounce right in front of the plate. It went right over the drawn-in third baseman Dansky, and the shortstop Simpson had to rescue it on the outfield grass to make sure that Lansdowne would stop at first base. But a leadoff base runner and a 5-0 Wingate lead. Newberry trying to answer back. Bales squares to bunt but takes a strike on the outside corner. And we saw that against Carson-Newman. They had a couple balls that, when you talk about putting it in play in a perfect fashion, that's exactly what they did against the Eagles. Right-hander's ready to go. The pitch and a bunt shown and a strike on the inside corner again. So Kalari gets ahead this time at 0-2, and I would imagine that would force Bales to swing away. Right-hander coming set. Check of the runner at first base. Now the 0-2. Well, it almost looked like Bales was leaning into that one. Instead, it misses high and in for a ball, 1-2. Runner at first base. Kalari's ready. Checks the runner and now pitches, and a swing and a line drive. It's caught by Kalari. He sprints over to first, underhands for the double play ball. Not often you see that. And that's a fortunate situation where Kalari falls off towards the first base bag, and a sinking liner that Kalari was able to snare. And that's such a difficult situation for Lansdowne to try to make a decision. Instead, it's 2 outs and nobody on, and here's Luke Orr, and he takes down and in for ball 1. Ideal start right now for Wingate. Top of the 3rd inning, 2 outs, and the pitch misses downstairs, 2-0. Well, I would imagine at this point that Wingate will have bodies down in the bullpen all day long, but Kalari has been dialed in right now. His 2-0 pitch. Bouncing ball, chopping out to Mellett. He charges forward, picks it up, and a soft toss over to first ends the inning. So Kalari faces the minimum. Through 3, it's Wingate 5 and Newberry nothing in the championship game.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip-hop group tag team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate, peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, shakalaka, 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 shaka. Scoop, shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Wingate scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second, and here in the third looking to play add-on, leading at 5-0 against the third-seeded Newberry Wolves. Newberry has only won one conference tournament title in its program's history. 22 years ago, Wingate won back in 2015, and they've won 6 all told. And Campbell back to work as the left-hander pitches, and he zips in a fastball missing low for ball 1. Logan McNeely starts us off. He drew a walk and scored on the 3-run homer from Jed Bryant. Campbell's ready, the 1-0. Tries to hit the outside corner, misses again. 2 balls and no strikes. Well, we've seen some great baseball all weekend long. Newberry just getting stymied right now as Campbell misses again. 3 balls and no strikes. McNeely trying to start this inning off with a walk. The Bulldogs have had the leadoff man aboard so far in every inning, and things pointing in that direction yet again. The lefty pitches, and he misses by a mile up and away for ball 4, and McNeely draws his second walk of the day. So now the man with a pop, Jed Bryant, digging in. Three-run home run off the top of the Calhouns at the yard sign in left field. Left-hander Campbell comes set, and now he pitches, and they're swinging a hard hit, smash to third. Picked up by Bauer, to second for 1. Over to first base. That's in time for a double play. Well, that was huge for Campbell to turn over his 5-4-3 twin killing. And now 2/3 of the way home and has a chance to put up a 0 and try to get his offense back out and rolling. Garrett Christopher stands in. A ground out to second, his only time up, and the left-hand pitcher misses downstairs for ball 1. 3-run home run from Bryant in the first. RBI double from Simpson and a sac fly from Mellett in the second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. High pitch to Christopher. 1-1. Left-hand pitcher set again. And now the 1-1 misses off the plate. Counts now at 2 balls and a strike. So Sorsha starts it. Campbell comes in next. These two teams played in the regular season back in late February. The pitch on the outside corner, 2-2. Newberry won those in very tight fashion. What a very tight series. 7-6, 3-1, 3-2, and Wingate won the last one 7-6. The pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. To his left, the shortstop Allman picks it. And I don't know if he couldn't get out of his glove or if he didn't think that Orr was ready for it. Decided not to make the throw, and it's an infield single for Christopher. 5th hit already for Wingate. So now Hunter Dula, who grounded out to second base, his only time up, in a 5-0 Wingate lead. The pitch, high and tight. So Sorsha gives up the 5 runs, only 4 are earned. And the all-conference pitcher gets taken out after an inning and a third, as this pitch is on the outside corner to even up at 1-1. Campbell will pick over to first base. Nearly a throwaway situation. Christopher this year has only attempted 1 steal all season. One pitch, swing and a miss. Dula tries to make contact on a pitch downstairs and comes up empty. Counts now at a ball and 2 strikes. Good atmosphere here at the park. Both of these teams have beaten Carson-Newman today. And going for a title, the 1-2. Dula skies it into right field. The second baseman Lansdowne is out. He's leaning back, and he makes the catch. That ends the inning. Some action in the frame, but Wingate eventually leaves a runner on base. And the first time today, they fail to score. Through 3, 5-0. Dogs seeking a title here on the SAC Digital Network.
Bender, take one. Tonight's matchup, me versus an ugly fender bender. If I can eke out a win, it's going to be a miracle, baby.
Mr. Vitale, it wouldn't be a miracle because Geico gives you a team of experts to help manage your claim.
It's going to be a nail biter.
No, the Geico team is there for you 24/7.
Geico is awesome, baby. Too much?
I think we got it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
Newberry's going to try to get some offense rolling, but Matt Kalari's been excellent on the mound for Wingate. 32 pitches, 3 shutout innings, has danced around a couple issues, but has gotten some good defense not only behind him, but from himself. And the right-hander pitches to Jack Harris, who starts off the inning and misses down and away for ball 1. Harris finished a double shy of the cycle against the Eagles earlier. Looking to kickstart this offense. The 1-0 from Kalari. This is down and away. Count moves to 2 balls and no strikes. Five to nothing, Wingate in the 4th. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Right-hand pitcher into his motion, the 2-1. Off the plate, 3-1. Well, with how Newberry is swinging the bats, you would think that they'd mount a charge at some point, but boy, has Wingate's pitching staff been almost unhittable this weekend. The 3-1 on the outside corner of the fastball strike. Wingate's pitchers have yielded a .246 batting average against. Not a whole lot doing against this staff. The 3-2. Fly ball from Harris sent out to left center field. Going back, guys. Still going back to the fence. He looks up. So long. Harris homers and Newberry's on the board here in the 4th. A long drive from Jack Harris on a 3-2 pitch. And signs of life here from Newberry as Aiden Bauer stands in. And Kalari misses off the plate away on his first offering. Bauer a single, his only time up so far. The 1-0. Misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Left-hander starting to get loose in the Wingate bullpen. The 2-0. On the outside corner for a called strike, 2-1. The righty pitches, and that nearly hits the left-hand batter. 3-1. Kalari ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch. On the inside corner with a fastball for a strike. So interesting with Newberry. They're not a power hitting team, but Harris has provided some juice. 3 balls and 2 strikes and an action pitch coming here on the payoff. Bauer lines it out to right center field. Guy hustling over, still going. He's got time as he makes the running catch in the alleyway. Guy made a wonderful diving catch against Carson-Newman to end that ball game. And I'm not sure about some of these outfielders on all teams. Guy lost his hat as he was running over in that direction. See Mitch Ferris warming up. Maybe they need to resize some of these ball caps. Colin Allman stands in with 1 out and nobody on, and a 5-1 Wingate lead. The pitch misses off the plate. 1-0 the count. Allman a part of this hot-hitting crew. So far, Kalari is settled in. The pitch is a swing and a foul ball that ricochets off the helmet of McNeely. 5 runs on 5 base hits for Wingate with a man left on base. Newberry has a run on 4 hits, an error, and they have stranded a pair. The 1-1. Right down Broadway to Allman. 1-2. Kalari sitting at 47 pitches so far. Flaps the glove a couple times. Here's the 1-2. Allman pops it up off of third. This will hang into the air, drop towards the dugout, work right along the netting, and bounce into the dugout. Foul ball. I think it hit right at the top of the netting and just spun its way through the nylon all the way to the ground. Well, one of these two teams is going to leave with some hardware. Wingate, going to be interesting to see their at-large bid. Certainly a team that would feel like they deserve it, but you put any doubt aside if you win this thing. Slapped into right field, a base hit by Allman on a pitch out over the plate. Good piece of hitting by Allman. Newberry on the other side has to have this if they want to go to a regional at the end of the month of May. So with one out and one on, here's Nick Butler. Little guy out here at the ballpark, taking it in. Going probably to get some Dippin' Dots. Pitch misses inside for ball one. Hey, if you're at the park all day, you deserve some Dippin' Dots. Get it in one of those little mini helmets. Nothing better when you're at the yard. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch, a bunt shown. Butler pushes it third base side. Kalari picks it, throws to first for the out. 1-3 on the sacrifice. Getting the runner into scoring position, Allman. Ian Clements stands in now. Strikeout victim, his first time up. Oh, check that. Kenny Bergman is going to pinch hit for Clements. So Bergman will stand in with a runner out at scoring position. So Clements' day is done. 5-1, Wingate leads here in the fourth. The pitch, that's off the plate. Bergman 1 for 6 here in the tournament. Has come off the bench in all 5 games now. He's put the ball in play every single time. Also drawn a walk. Some long shadows starting to cast their net across the field. The 1-0. Misses down and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Ferris continues to get loose in the bullpen. Bergman looking to produce. Kalari's ready with a 2-0 pitch. Misses down and away. 3-0. McCann Mellett, the second baseman, giving the defensive signals as Kalari steps off. And now is back on the rubber. 3-0 the count to Bergman. Kalari pitches. Looked like he missed outside, and he did. Ball 4. You wonder just how much longer Jeff Gregory is going to go with Kalari. Time called, and as I asked that question, Gregory might have answered that question as he's out to the mound. Still looking down there, hasn't officially lifted the left hand to make the move. 60 pitches, check that, 56 pitches for Kalari. Zane Terrence is coming up. And with Ferris getting loose in the bullpen, he's not even throwing anymore, so you're not really wasting any time or sparing any time. And now the call has been made. Call to the bullpen. Newberry threatening. Down 5-1 in the fourth.
Excellence, integrity, care, curiosity. These are the values that define who we are. A community of thinkers, competitors, and achievers passionately pursuing the path of a purpose-driven life. Because at Lenoir-Rhyne University, we are called to greatness. We are LR.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Mitch Ferris is the new pitcher for Wingate. The left-hander on in relief, making his third appearance of the tournament, but he's only thrown 2 innings so far. And he comes out here trying to exhaust the flames of a dicey situation right now. Runners at first and second base. Newberry mounting a rally. And a chance for the Wolves to pull even closer. A Harris home run has gotten them on the board. And now with 2 outs, Terrence at the plate. Ferris's first pitch is a fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Well, Kalari looked like he was in a rocking chair, just dialing it in. But Newberry getting to him here in this inning. Left-hander's ready. He's ahead at 1 strike and nothing. And a look back at the runner at second base. Newberry in this tournament, 7 stolen bases, but they've also been caught stealing 5 times. So it's been a little bit hit and miss in the category for a team that loves to steal bases. 5-1 game in the 4th, the pitch. Bounces in the dirt. Well, Ferris has pitched twice in the tournament, threw a scoreless inning against Newberry on Friday night, and then only faced 1 batter against Catawba and gave up a hit and a run. 1-1 the count. A long look down, now a pitch, and it's on the inside corner at the knees for a strike. Much to the chagrin of some of the Newberry fans. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ferris, who has not thrown more than 4 innings this year, is out there mid-relief as he pitches. And a line drive into right coming on. McKay got a great read on it, and he's able to haul it in, and that ends the inning. Ferris gets out of trouble, and it's a 5-1 game after Harris's leadoff home run in the frame. Through 3.5, Dogs with the early edge.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth...
It was Mr. Hines who made me want to become a teacher.
And then I said, that's one small step for man, one giant leap.
And that's why we don't try this at home. Any questions?
He inspired me. But it was LMU that helped me turn that dream into a reality.
7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent.
Wingate has a 5-1 lead, stepping to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Both teams, unsurprisingly, into their bullpens. Matthew Campbell back to work against Andrew McKay, who singled his only time up. And he rips this to straightaway center, sinking in a hurry, going out, and it falls in over the top of the outstretched glove of the second baseman. Lands down for a base knock. Second poke of the day for McKay. Six for the team. Now Carson Simpson, who had an RBI double that brought in McKay, his first time up. Newberry in an early deficit. Wingate in charge. The bat's electric so far. Campbell comes to the belt, pitches. Misses down and in, 1-0. Well, the chess game has started between these two coaches and how they get the final outs here in this one. The good news, though, is that this is the final game for both teams. They don't have to think about anything else. They can sell out to get these final outs. But both coaches seem comfortable with their lefties right now. The 1-0, swing and a miss. Good changeup on the outer half, inducing the swing and the miss. Kenny Bergman stays in the game behind the plate. Campbell set with a runner at first base. Here's the pitch. Bunt attempt right back to the mound. It's picked up. They throw it to second. In time. Wow, that's a bang play at second base. It almost looked like Campbell wasn't going to be able to get it down there in time. No disagreement from McKay. And Coach Gregory doesn't disagree either, so 1-4 on the putout at second base, and the fielder's choice. Simpson replaces McKay at first. So here's Justin Guy, who grounded out on a bunt attempt his first time up. And Campbell pitches. This is downstairs for ball one. Pretty decent contingent of Wingate fans here. Probably slightly slanted in that direction. Wingate has a pretty good haul to get over here, as does Newberry. 1-0. Up and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Well, it just feels like right now Newberry's pitchers are hanging on. They have thrown so many high-stress pitches between Sorsha and Campbell. 2-0 pitch. Misses outside. Bergman tried to bring it back in. And the count moves to 3 balls and no strikes. Campbell needs to find one here, although he does have lefties coming up, and he misses high for ball 4. Simpson down to second base. Guy aboard for the first time. Third walk issued by this pitching staff. You look at how these innings have played out. 3-run home run in the first, so that's 2 base runners in the long ball. A single and a double started the second. There's 2 more base runners. A walk and a single in the third, but no runs for Wingate. And then a single and a walk in this inning. So 2 more base runners. So at least 2 base runners now in every inning for Wingate, and a chance to add to it. A 5-1 lead. Bulldogs on top. Left-hander set. Here's the pitch, and Mellett pulls it past the first base runner, Guy, and into right field for a base hit. Charging home is Simpson. Mellett continues his hot hitting here on this Monday. RBI single stretches the lead to 6-1. Well, Guy stopped at second base. He had to make sure that ball didn't hit him. And a ball that was pulled into right. Mellett was 1 for his first 11 in the tournament. Talk about a prime-time performance, though. And a guy getting hot at the right time. 5 hits and 7 at-bats today. Left-hander pitches, and a bouncer to first base. Picked up by Ori, spins and throws to second for the out there. Not in time on the relay back to first. So Guy to third base. 3-6 on the putout at second. And a fielder's choice. That puts Dansky at first for Logan McNeely. McNeely today has walked twice. The runners at the corners. Wingate's lead is 5, 6-1. They've led 5-0 and now 6-1. As it looks like Newberry's starting to get some action going in the bullpen. The reason why we know that is because one of the first pitches thrown down there ended up right at the legs of Kenny Bergman. The pitch is a bouncing ball off of third base, foul. Wingate has been impressive in this tournament. Their only loss to Carson-Newman. It was really just the one inning for Brody McCullough. It was the third inning. McCullough gave up 5 hits. You have 5 the rest of the game. The runner started towards home, and Guy now hustles back to third. With a left-hander on the mound, Guy got a little frisky. Started to sprint towards the plate. And very fortunate for Newberry that he stepped off, and even fortunate for Wingate that Guy was able to get back to third. 1 strike pitch. Fly ball hit out to right center field into the alleyway, racing over Terrence. He's able to get on his afterburners and grab it in the alleyway to end the inning. But Wingate adds to its lead. Mellett continues his hot hitting today. And the margin is back to 5. 6-1 game through 4 in the title game.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
On my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Mitch Ferris back onto the bump for Wingate after Matt Kalari gave him 3 2/3 very good innings of baseball. 5 hits and a walk. Maybe not great, but the only one that matters is 1 earned run. That's it. 56 pitches, and Wingate leads it 6-1 as Ferris back to work, and his first fastball to Dalton Lansdowne misses high. For ball 1, Ferris came in with 2 men on and 2 outs. Got a line out of Terrence. Wingate's pitching staff so impressive. Just the depth, the talent, the 1-0 on the inside corner with a fastball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 1-2. You could argue that Lenoir-Rhyne has the best starting rotation, and I think you'd probably win that argument because they have 3 all-conference members, 1 on the first, 1 on the second, and 1 on the honorable mention team. But when it comes to sheer depth and talent, I think Wingate takes it in the conference, at least from what we've seen this weekend. Ferris misses downstairs, 2-2. Left-hand pitcher taking his time with the count of 2-2. Newberry looking for a spark. The pitch. Hard hit. Ground ball. Past the diving shortstop Simpson. And it scoots into left field for a base hit. Lansdowne has his second knock of the day. Sixth hit of the day for Newberry. Lineup flips back over. Zachary Bales, who's 0 for 2. Last time he was up there, exact same spot. Lansdowne at first. He lined out to Kalari, and it turned into a double play. And a pick to first base. Well, the best part for any team when you face Newberry is to have a left-hander. And if you can get away with it, an athletic left-hander out there. Ferris pitches. Hits the inside corner for a strike. 0-1. A left-hander helps against this running game. Newberry's stolen base threat is off the charts. They had 41 over a 14-game period entering the tournament. And 4 games with 5 or more. So that's a massive advantage right there to have a lefty out there. The 0-1. Curveball on the outside corner. Good bender from Ferris. 0-2. The second advantage, and granted this might get a little greedy, but if he's athletic, the fact that they fall off towards third base, he can field his position. And if you ever run into that issue with runners at first and second in a sac bunt, that can help the cause as this pitch is hit to first base, picked up by Dula. Step on first, throw it to second base. There's the double play ball. Simpson applies the tag on Lansdowne, and just like that, a double play for Wingate. So 3-6 on Lansdowne. On the putout. Well, how about Wingate today? They've turned 2 double plays in this contest. They turned 3 against Carson-Newman. They have 5 on the day. There's the Dippin' Dots. I was spot on there. Pitch misses upstairs and in and hits Luke Orr. I mean, sometimes you get hunches, but when you see a little tyke at the ballpark and he's headed up those stairs, if he's going to work that hard to get up the stairs, you better believe that he's going to want to get rewarded with a mini hat and some Dippin' Dots. And I think if what my eyes were showing me there, that he's a Wingate fan, he's having a great day at the park. His club's winning. He's getting some Dippin' Dots. 6-1 game in the 5th with 2 outs. Runner at first and a throw over there to check on Orr. And here's the big masher right now for Newberry. Jack Harris launched his 7th homer of the season, his last time up. Ferris coming set. The pitch bounces it in the dirt, and that is a wonderful play by McNeely. And frankly, he might have gotten lucky that he picked it up. Harris now has 7 of the team's 10 home runs this year. Allman has 1, Bergman has 1, and Orr has 1. Otherwise, 7 from Harris, the 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball hit to left. Bryant looking back at the fence all the way. He goes to the wall. It's out of here. Harris again. His second homer in as many innings. Trims the lead in half. It's 6-3 in the fifth. Jack Harris on a towering fly ball that scrapes the clouds and gets out of the yard. And now it's down to 3, and here's Aiden Bauer, the pitch. Misses down and in, ball 1. A right-hander has started to get loose down in the Wingate bullpen, and how big does that double play ball look now? Newberry, uncharacteristic, using the long ball. And lefty pitches, and a bouncer hit off a first. Foul. Bauer today, a single and a line out to center. The lefty pitches, and that misses high. Newberry hadn't had a multi-homer game as a team since March 8th, 2020. That was at UVA Wise. And they've now hit 2 in as many innings thanks to Jack Harris, the 2-1. Hard hit. It squibs against the dirt on the left side of the infield and goes into left for a base hit. Newberry starting to kick it into gear. Second hit of the day for Bauer. And you wonder if that's the end of the line coming up here for Ferris. He's given up 3 hits in the inning. He's hit a batter, if not for the double play ball. He'd be in all sorts of trouble. And here comes Coach Gregory out of the dugout. I'd imagine that he'd be making a call to the bullpen, and indeed he is. We'll step out for a break. Get your Dippin' Dots out. Enjoy the ball game. 6-3 is the score here in the fifth.
Broken windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Mr. Blanks, there's no need to be stressed. Geico makes it easy to file a claim online, on the app, or over the phone.
Yeah, but what if I never hear back? That's gonna make me want to go, check.
Nope, your Geico claims team is always there for you.
That makes me want to celebrate with some fireworks. 5, 6, 7, go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah!
Geico. Great service without all the drama.
I just did not have a lot of stability.
I was facing foreclosure. Not working at all, didn't have any money.
I could not go to school and work, so I found Marcel.
The experience here has been so wonderful.
It's been amazing.
I was able to have the full-time hours without the full-time load.
They are just incredibly supportive.
And Marcel's very affordable.
Mars Hill University Adult and Graduate Studies. Education that moves mountains.
I will be the first in my family to graduate with my bachelor's degree.
You want to know the importance of this inning? We're taking a look at it right now. Sam Broderson, one of the big pieces to this bullpen, is out there making his 14th appearance of the year. He has a 2.55 earned run average. And he's coming in very early in this ball game to try to put an end to this rally. This is the 3rd time in the tournament Broderson has been out there through 3 innings. He has 5 strikeouts, and he struck out the side on 11 pitches rather, in the 9th inning against Newberry on Friday night. A runner at first base with 2 outs, top of the 5th. Wolves are within 3 at 6-3. Broderson pitches. He hits the outside corner for strike 1. Broderson in his last 3 outings, he's pitched in 3 of the last 5 games for Wingate. He struck out 10 in 5 2/3. The 0-1. Little flare from Allman off of first, out of play. Allman today's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. Newberry's offense coming around. 8 hits in the game. The difference is they just don't have a hit with runners in scoring position, while Wingate is 3 for 7. Right-handers ready. Here's the 1-strike pitch. And a foul ball off of first. Feel the intensity now here in the championship game. The pitch. Missed off the plate away. One ball and 2 strikes the count. One ball and 2 strikes with a runner at first. The pitch. That's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Broderson does his job out of the bullpen to stymie the threat. But the 2-run home run from Jack Harris has inched Newberry closer. It's a 6-3 game through 4.5. Got a great ball game. Everything you could ever want in a championship game. A trophy on the line. Wingate with a lead. They've led by as many as 5 on 2 occasions, but Newberry, as you would expect, not going away. And the left-hander Campbell back out there. 2 2/3 innings so far. And the left-hander pitches and pumps in a first pitch fastball for strike 1 to the right-hand hitting Jed Bryant. He started off the scoring for Wingate with a towering home run to left. Left-hand pitcher comes set at the belt. And now the pitch, and a ball yanked foul down the line. And a kick save and a beauty by one of the bullpen catchers. Two strikes and nothing to count. The pitch. This is down and in. 1-2. Well, the good news for both teams right now, if Campbell can get through this inning, you're starting to get towards the finish line in terms of your pitching. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch. Hard hit. Grounder right across the ground, a dirt burner. Picked up by Allman. He makes a strong throw over to first base to pick up Bryant for the first out of the inning. Bryant retired for the second time. And now Garrett Christopher will get his turn. Ground out to second and an infield single in his 2 journeys. 6 runs on 7 hits and 3 left on base for the Bulldogs. 3 runs, 8 hits, and Aaron 5 left aboard for Newberry. First pitch stays off the plate away. 1 ball and no strikes. Sorsha started it. 4 outs for him. Last 3 innings to Campbell, and he gets a swing and a miss on a pitch down and away. If you're tuning in, thank you. Our crew working game number 13 of this conference tournament, and the last 3 days have been long ones. But doing a wonderful job. The 1-1 pitch is a high hopper on 1 hop, a leaping stab on the outfield grass by Lansdowne, and he throws out Christopher. That was a hard hopper. It hit the dirt, and it was hit so hard and had the top spin that it almost snuck over the head of Lansdowne, who leaped into the air, backpedaling to make the grab in the outfield and throw out Christopher. So 2 up, 2 down, 4 straight retired by Campbell, and here's Hunter Dula, who's 0 for 2. Lefty on the left-hand batter. Dula in the tournament now just 3 for 14 as a hitter. The pitch misses down and away. But sometimes those numbers deceiving when you just look at the hits and the at-bats, because as I mentioned, the home runs, but he's also been great in the field and solid on the mound. Campbell misses outside, 2-0. Campbell's sitting at 42 pitches right now. And he gets the sign and is ready with a 2-0. Dula skies it. Shallow left center. The shortstop, Allman, is out to the grass. He pulls it down. That ends the inning. How about a clean 1-2-3 frame for the first time today for Newberry pitching? We're through 5. Good one cooking here. 6-3 Wingate in the SAC title game.
Every student comes to Wingate with a story. I know I did. Our students come from all walks of life.
They come to us as young people with hopes and dreams of their own. They're looking to Wingate to become the best version of themselves, and that's what we do.
The effect that Wingate has on me is compounded by the effect I have on the world after I leave Wingate.
Because making a difference is fundamental
to what we are as a university
and who we are as people.
Nick Butler starts off the top of the 6th inning for Newberry. It'll be the right-hander Sam Broderson back out to work. Came in and polished it off with a strikeout of Allman in the 5th. And here in the 6th, his first pitch, Butler swings at it and flies it to right. McKay trots over towards the line and catches it. So Mitch Ferris ends up going an inning. Gives up 2 earned runs on 3 base hits. Throws 19 pitches total. And now Broderson, the man on the mound. And the right-handed pitcher will work here to the right-handed hitter. And Kenny Bergman, who Drew a walk his only time up, and this time he gets hit in the left elbow. And another base runner here for Newberry, and that is something that they've done a lot of late. Eight of the last 13 have reached safely, if not for a double play in that mix. Who knows what this game could look like, but instead the hit batter. Newberry looking to make something happen here. Broderson pitching, and a fastball misses off the plate away for ball one. Zane Terrence at the plate. He's 0 for 2, and now 2 for 13 this weekend. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that's off the plate, 2-0. Broderson isn't really a pitcher that goes too deep into games. His longest outing of the year, 2 2/3 innings, did it 12 days ago in a 16-3 win against Lander. As he pitches, he pumps in a fastball in the inside corner for a strike, making the count 2-1. Broderson didn't pitch at all in the regular season series against Newberry, so small sample sizes here. The 2-1 pitch. Bouncing ball. This could be another double play. Simpson to Mellett for one. Over to first base. Not in time. Now we might have to take another look at this one. For now, it's just the out at second. And Jeff Gregory's out of the dugout. That was a close play at first, but Trevor Hinson, the umpire, was right on top of it. Simpson, a solid underhand to Mellett, and he unleashed a hard throw to first. And wow, even from that angle, that's a tough one to locate to see whether or not that was in time. The umpires will have a conversation, and I'd assume that Coach Gregory has used a challenge here if he believes that it has a shot to be overturned, and now they will head over to take a look at it. Our whole group this weekend has just done an incredible job handling these, getting these right. A little bit of technical difficulties out there. Wouldn't be the end of the tournament without one. We've had to make sure that our microphone setup is good to go for the post game so we can get some interviews and some reaction from the field in a championship. For now, it's a fielder's choice, 6-4 on the play. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at this as we run it. This is exactly what the umpires are looking at. And this is just like a play earlier today. I want to say that was the Carson-Newman Wingate game, but they're all starting to blend together now. The ball's in the mitt, and it looks like the tie goes to the runner. And this might be inconclusive as well, and this will be a confirmed call on the field that the runner is safe at the bag, so they confirm it. So it's 6-4 out at second base. A fielder's choice for the second out of the inning. And Dalton Lansdowne is coming to the plate. Broderson was still getting loose out there on the mound, making sure that he was good to go. I mentioned it the other night about this right-hander. He's young, just a freshman. And assuming he hangs around at the campus of Wingate, look out. This guy is electric. But Lansdowne trying to keep his hot day going. 2 hits and 2 tries. 6-3 Bulldogs lead at top of the 6th with hardware on the line in the SAC championship game. And the first pitch from Broderson misses outside for ball 1. There's just so much thinking that goes into the game when you're playing against Newberry, because with 2 outs, there's no way with the infield in you would bunt the ball, but you have to at least respect it because of how good of a bunting team Newberry is. Throw to first base and back safely is Terrence. Terrence is flawless this year, 11 for 11 in stolen base tries. Right-hander Broderson set, 1-0. This is down and away, 2-0. Well, it's interesting this season. Broderson only pitched 4 times on the road out of his 13 appearances, but was flawless in those 4 1/3 innings. 2-0 the count, the pitch on the outside corner. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Here in April, his usage has gone up. Walks have actually started to become a little bit of an issue. He's walked 5 and 9 1/3 in 6 outings this month. And another throw to first. And that one gets off the glove of Dula. Terrence hustles to second. He stops there as Dula recovers. And that opens the door now for Newberry to try to get closer. A 6-3 game. It'll be the first error on Wingate. Runner in scoring position, but 2 outs, the 2-1. Down and away, 3-1. The question that you have is, how long do you let Broderson go? What else do you use in the bullpen? When do you make those decisions? And I don't envy either coach having to think about that, because I'm sure it kept him up late last night. The 3-1 foul ball straight back to the screen. But I'm also sure that both coaches are ecstatic to be in this position. Maybe Coach Gregory for Wingate a little bit more, because his team is 10 outs away from a conference tournament championship. 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the runner at second. 6-3 Wingate in the 6th. And here comes the payoff pitch. And a little flare down the right field line. McKay running over there. He's got room, and he makes the grab in the corner in foul ground to end the inning. Newberry strands a man aboard in the frame. We're through 5 1/2. Wingate leads it in the championship contest, 6-3.
Our decision as a conference last Thursday to cancel the spring season was not made lightly.
Wingate leads Newberry in a rematch of the opening round contest for a tournament championship. It's a 6-3 ball game as Andrew McKay starts us off. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning, he squares the butt and takes a strike from the left-handed pitcher, Matthew Campbell. Wingate looking for its third tournament championship under Coach Jeff Gregory. Won it in 2011 and 2015. One strike pitch from Campbell. That's down and in for a ball. 1-1. A lot riding on this one. With a minimized field this year. Newberry trying to poach a bid. Wingate looking to secure one. Not have to think about it. The 1-1. Ground ball to third. The third drawn in third baseman Bauer picks it up, steps onto the grass, and makes the throw across the diamond to get the out. Six straight retired by Campbell. And here comes Carson Simpson. He scored 2 runs. He's driven in a run. He's 1 for 2. Continues his good day at the office. Lefty on righty. Here's the pitch. And a fly ball foul off of first. A southpaw gets ahead at 1 strike and nothing. It's been a Wingate team that has just had everybody, feels like has had a big moment this weekend. The 1 strike pitch. That's in there for a called strike. 0-2. 1 through 9 in this lineup. There's been something that each guy has done, be it in the field or at the plate, that has proven to be monstrous. The 0-2. Foul ball. Down the right field line. Count stays at 2 strikes and nothing. The lefty pitches. There's strike 3 called. He rings up Simpson. 7 straight retired by Campbell. First punch out for Newberry pitching. And here comes Justin Guy. Guy has walked in 2 trips. He's 0 for 1. And Campbell kicks and fires, and Guy bounces one to third, and it's over the leaping third baseman Bauer. And down the left field line, Guy is heading to second base. It's bobbled by the left fielder Butler, but it won't matter. And it's a 2-out double for Guy. A little bit of a taste of the own medicine. That was a perfectly placed chopper. And here comes McCann Mellett. And obviously you'd prefer to face Mellett with nobody on right now, the way that he's swinging the bat. 2 hits today. Sacrifice fly as well. He's driven in 2 and scored a run. And left-hander Campbell looking to buckle down and keep this as a 6-3 tally. Campbell comes set on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch. Mellett rips it into right field. That's a base hit. Guy gets the windmill around third. Here he comes to the plate. The throw is well offline and late. Guy's in to score. Mellett continues to shred the ball. 7-3 Wingate. The 2-out hitting continues for Wingate. Bulldogs scored their first 6 runs against Carson-Newman with 2 outs. And a big 2-out hit here from Mellett makes it 7-3. Dansky, who's 0 for 3, takes upstairs for ball 1. And it looks like Newberry starting to get some action going down in the bullpen. Get some guys stretching out. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Dansky fouls it back. The 1-1 from Campbell. Dansky fouls it back again. It's 1-2. Starting to turn into the evening hours here at the ballpark. Still some blue skies overhead, but the sun setting back over us. No longer a factor. Maybe a little bit of a glimmer on the right field porch, but otherwise the entirety of the field soaked in shade. And temperatures dropping to 71 degrees right now. Game time, it was at 77. 1-2 the count, rather, and the pitch is way upstairs and away. Campbell tried to give it all that he had and missed. He's thrown 56 pitches. Left-hander trying to limit the damage. The pitch. Ground ball out to second. To a knee. Lansdowne picks it. Throws to first. Inning over. But a couple batters too late. A two-out rally. Mellett's RBI single. Into right field. Continues his hot hitting. His third knock of the day. Gives Wingate a 7-3 lead going to the seventh here in the title contest.
You're right. That's a fifth floor problem.
Not in my house. No. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student-athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student-athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student-athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Sam Broderson's been solid out of the bullpen, stymieing this hot-hitting Newberry club. 7-3, Wingate leads it. It'll be the top of the lineup. Bales to start us off for Newberry. And the first pitch from Broderson's a firm fastball outside corner. First strike one. Broderson working from the stretch, he pitches, and a curveball's on the outside corner for a strike. I think in an ideal world, Broderson can go the rest of the way, and with how he's throwing, he's working pretty quickly, getting ahead. 0-2. There is a bunch of bodies down towards the bullpen, though, for Wingate, as they need just 9 more outs. The pitch misses off the plate. Twisted it outside of the zone. One ball and 2 strikes. Broderson peers down for the sign. Has something he likes. Now the 1-2. and a fly ball line foul down the right field line. There's a couple kids over there. One of them already has a ball, and he's going to go get a second one. They're already having some fun down in that corner, tossing the ball around. Right-hander's ready, and a 1-2 pitch coming to Bales. He swings and hits another one foul. Well, the one thing that you know from Newberry, they're going to give you great at-bats time and time again, and they are not going to go down easily. Bales is 0 for 3, looking to change that and kickstart a rally. The 1-2, high on a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Can Newberry make this thing dramatic? Or does Wingate put aside its only loss to Carson-Newman in this tournament and run through the league? As this pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, Broderson's first. His second, rather. Struck out the first batter that he faced. Luke Orr at the plate. A single. He's also been hit by a pitch. And the right-hander deals with this left-hand hitter, and bunt shown. Missing down and in for ball 1. Carson-Newman lost to both of these teams today. Each club survived elimination. Newberry's done it for 3 straight games. Wingate for 2. The pitch up and away for a ball, 2-0. And now both of them in a championship contest. Well, the regional isn't until a month from now, at the end of May, so both of these clubs will have to try to look to get some games. The 2-0 stays high. 3 balls and no strikes. Broderson takes a little walk, rubs down the baseball, slides the glove back onto his left hand, dangles it near his left ankle, comes down to the belt, and the 3-0. High, ball 4. And a 1-out walk to Orr brings up the hottest hitter in the ballpark other than McCann Mellett. And honestly, you could argue that Harris is potentially hotter. He has 8 RBIs across the 2 games today. Just blistering the ball. And now we get a mound visit and a chance to try to get the bullpen up and working for Wingate as they sense that Broderson at 28 pitches, an inning and 2/3 deep, might need some help the rest of the way to get this taken care of, and certainly not only just a chance to get the bullpen ready, but how do you want to handle Harris? He has homered in his last 2 at-bats. 1 to straightaway center and 1 to left. A solo shot and a 3-run homer. It's a 7-3 deficit that Newberry faces. And Harris, who's been launching the ball, now has 10 RBIs this weekend. That leads the team. He passed Luke Orr, who had 9. That includes 7 last night against Tusculum. So with 1 out and 1 on, here comes the power hitting right fielder. And a right-hander starts to throw down for Wingate. Broderson on the mound with a runner at first. 7-3 Dogs here in the 7th. The pitch. There's a strike on the outside corner with a curveball. Been a dandy of a contest so far. 5 early runs has built this lead for Wingate. The 1-strike pitch. That misses down and away. 1-1. Wingate has a couple righties tossing to each other, trying to get their arms loose, and then they have one right-hander that's actually throwing to a catcher, but not too hard right now, just in case Broderson can get through this inning. The 1-1 pitch. Good fastball, but it just missed off the plate. And I think McNeely didn't like the call. He popped up out of his crouch, turned around, and had a quick conversation with the home plate umpire, Andy Glenn, who gets the nod in the title game behind the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Harris spoils it, and I think he thinks that he missed an opportunity there. Fouled it back, was out in front of it. And he just couldn't quite get good wood to it. Orr leads away from first. He drew a walk. Good battle going here between two of the best these teams have to offer. The 2-2. Hard hit, grounder to second. Mellett to the second base bag, and Simpson over to first. Double play, and Broderson with a big grunt. Huge double play ball. 4-6-3 on the twin killing, and Broderson gets out of the jam. Another double play for Wingate, and the Bulldogs at stretch time are feeling it in the championship game, leading 7-3.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Logan McNeely will lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wingate holds a 4-run lead, looking to bring some trophy back to the Tar Heel State. In the first pitch, McNeely swings at and slices it backwards, foul for strike 1. Campbell back out there, taking care of his work. Left-hand pitcher. And the right-hand batter, the pitch is a swing and a miss. Campbell sights the sign. He's ahead at 0-2. Now pitches, and McNeely slices it out to right center field. Terrence was in the right spot. He takes charge as Harris dipped right in front of him at the last second to make the catch. Nearly a catastrophe out there. So now Jed Bryant, who has a home run in the game, and he takes off the outside corner for ball one. Left-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Bryant 1 for 3 on the day, and he takes up and away for a ball 2-0. Campbell, admirable effort out of the bullpen. And left-hander gets the sign and readies. And now pitches at a swing and a miss to get back into the count. The pitch and a foul ball back. 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Campbell comes set at the belt. And now the left-hander lifts a leg and pitches, and Bryant fouls one back into the right. Left-hand pitcher with a break even and misses down and away. Been a great day for baseball. Wingate has pretty much led throughout against Carson-Newman and now Newberry. And the payoff pitch on the way, and he misses off the plate up and away for ball 4. So Brian aboard for the second time today. Now Garrett Christopher, who's 1 for 3 today. We'll dig into the batter's box. Christopher is grounded to second twice. Newberry would love that right now. That could be a double play ball. But he's also singled. 7-3 Wingate, last of the 7th. And an automatic berth to the postseason and a tournament trophy on the line. The pitch. Christopher fouls it off to the left-hand side. I can't speak for Coach Russell Triplett, but certainly feels like in this spot, Campbell is going to go as far as he can possibly go. He's been great in relief. 1 strike and nothing. Checking the runner at first, the pitch, and Garrick spoils Christopher. Spoils another one. Some souvenirs for the fans at the ballpark. No balls and 2 strikes. Campbell's done a good job getting ahead. He now pitches, and that's down and away, 1-2. +70 pitches on the outing for Campbell. Runner at first base gets his lead, and the left-hander again readies the pitch. Misses down and away. Good block by Bergman. Bergman entered the game in the 4th, replacing Clements. We cross over into the 8 o'clock hour with 1 out and 1 on. The left-hander comes set at the belt. And another pick throw to first base, and back safely is Bryant. This game has crawled to a halt here after the walk. Campbell is trying to keep Jed Bryant close, who has 10 steals this year. Campbell again set. He pitches. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fastball high and tight. Second punch out for Campbell. And here's Hunter Dula. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Ground out to second, pop to second, pop to short. Wingate 7, Newberry 3. Due up in the 8th for Newberry will be the heart of the lineup. Getting into the late ones of the championship game. Left-hander will pick to first base and send the runner back over there. Well, that's a massive insurance run because that would mean that no matter what, Newberry couldn't tie the score with one swing of the bat. Lefty on lefty. Campbell pitches. And Dula swings and misses on a slider down. Strike 1. Wingate scored first. The 3-run homer to left from Bryant. They tacked on 2 more on a RBI double from Simpson and a sac fly in the second to lead it 5-0. Newberry started to whittle away at the deficit in the 4th. And another pick to first, Bryant back. As Jack Harris homered, Wingate responded right out of that with a Mellett RBI single. Jack Harris homered again in the 5th, a 2-run blast. Made it 6-3. But Mellett with an RBI single again in the 6th made it 7-3, and that's where we stand now in the 7th. The 0-1 misses inside, 1-1. Runner gets his lead from first. Bryant, modest lead. Campbell pitches. Dula takes down and away. It's 2-1. Big shift on. The second baseman Lansdowne's in right field. A lot of space to work with for Dula, but Campbell misses up and in, and it's 3-1. Andrew McKay awaits in the on-deck circle. Wingate 7 runs on 9 base hits, and Aaron 4 left on base. Newberry 3 runs, 8 hits, and Aaron 6 left aboard. Left-hand pitcher comes set, and he picks to first. Newberry, after losing to Wingate to start off the tournament, has beaten top-seeded Catawba 9-8, Tusculum 18-11, Carson-Newman 14-7, the number 5 seed. The 3-1 pitch. That's off the plate, down and away. Ball 4, 2 walks in the inning from Campbell. Wingate a chance to blow this thing open, leading at 7-3. And that'll get the bullpen up and working, with Andrew McKay coming to the plate. 2 singles and a ground out to third. 2 of 3 on the day. Looks like Chris Osmond is the man that's starting to throw down in the Newberry bullpen. Wingate on the other side, beating Newberry, the 3 seed, losing to 5 seed Carson-Newman, then beating top seed Catawba, beating 5 seed Carson-Newman. And now the 4 seed in the field looking to win the championship. McKay at the plate in a 4-run game, 2 outs. In the first pitch, he fouls it off of first. Wingate's been at the ballpark for about 12 hours. Here we are after 8 o'clock. Two men on. And if Wingate can get some more here, that would blow this thing open. Here's the pitch. Up and away. A throw down to first, and it hits the runner's rib cage. Dula Harris couldn't get back over there in time, and that hit the rib cage of Dula. And man, that is a tough break. That probably takes a little bit of the wind out of your sails. Take another glance at that one. Bergman threw it down to first, and Dula got in, but it hit right on the bottom of the ribs. But he'll stay in the game. And honestly, for Newberry, that's a fortunate bounce, because if that ball somehow gets by, that could at the very least allow Bryant to hustle to third, if not maybe advance further, depending on where that ball ended up. So the count's at a ball and a strike. A long pause out there. Now the pitch. And that's on the corner for a strike. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Campbell getting back ahead in the count. Needs to put out this threat from Wingate. And the 1-2 pitch. Misses down and in, 2-2. Campbell, very eccentric out there on the mound. Seen him talk to himself a couple different times. Trying to amp himself up there on the mound. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. And a look back at Brian at second base. Just making sure nobody's going to consider going anywhere. Two balls and 2 strikes, and again the pitch. And a ball pulled foul down the left field line. And we'll do it again. This has just been a lengthy inning here. Campbell dealing with these issues. Here in the 7th, and his pitch count continues to soar. Up over 80 pitches now. Time called. Now Campbell's ready with the 2-2. And here it comes. And it's down and away for ball 3. And the runners will get a head start now. Campbell goes for a walk around the mound. Can he get out of this inning? Or does the line keep moving with Carson-Simpson in the on-deck circle? And here comes the payoff pitch, and it's a foul ball off of first. Good pitch from Campbell off the outer half. But a decent swing put on it by McKay. This certainly feels like this is as big of a pitch as we have right now in this game. All the pressure on Newberry, down by 4. And once again, with the runners moving, the payoff. And another foul ball. Same spot, first base side. Well, it looks like Campbell's trying to go off the outer half. McKay, seeing that, continues to spoil pitches. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A check at second base. Now the pitch. And another foul ball. This one ends up back into the right. Well, with the amount of pitches that McKay is spoiling, at the very least, you would think that Campbell's day is going to be over after this batter, even if he gets out of it. Once again, here comes the 3-2 pitch to McKay. And he takes down and in for ball 4, and the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Three walks in the inning have loaded him up. Campbell has now walked 5. And now Carson-Simpson, 1 for 3 on the day. Struck out against Campbell his last time up. 7-3 Dogs here in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch down and in, missing for ball 1. Well, this just goes to show the confidence that Coach Russell Triplett has in Matthew Campbell. A 6'2" senior left-hander out of Columbia, South Carolina, is going to draw a visit from his pitching coach. Trying to buckle down and get back into this. That was a 10-pitch at bat to McKay. And it's the end of the line for Campbell. Step out. Good effort from Campbell, but a 7-3 game. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Stick with us here in the SAC title game.
Did you know Geico could save you
SAC
hundreds
Digital
on car
Network.
insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert?
Fresh vanilla, rocky road, chocolate peanut butter cookie dough. Scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop that is, scoop shakalaka, 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 shaka, scoop shakalaka, shakalaka, shakalaka.
Geico. Switch today and see all the ways you could save.
Couldn't ask for anything more from the left-hander Matthew Campbell. 5 1/3 innings. Gave up 2 runs. So far, the bases are loaded. They're all his responsibility. And now out of the bullpen comes Christopher Osment. And he enters with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 7-3 Wingate, bottom of the 7th. The freshman from Greenville, South Carolina, will work from the stretch. As he pitches, and he misses down and away. He inherited a 1-ball, no strike count, so it's now 2-0. Here to Osment. Osment Pitched against Catawba, went 4 2/3 innings against the Indians. The 2-0 misses off the plate away. 3 balls and no strikes. Newberry now on the ropes. Osment threw 75 pitches in that game on Saturday. Got to have a strike here if you're Osment. He delivers, and he gets one on the outside corner. He struck out 6. And if you're Osment, you don't care how you do it. You just want the out. A man at every base, 2 outs, 7-3. Wingate having led the duration, and by as many as 5. Osment ready. He pitches, and a swing and a fly ball hit to right. Harris racing back, still going back. This ball is over his head, and it one-hops the fence, and it's going to clear the bases. Simpson hustling to third. 3 runs are in. Wingate's up by 7 in the championship game. Simpson again clutch. Harris tried to get all the way back there, and he just couldn't quite get there. Playing a little in. And that clears the bases and puts a man at third here for Justin Guy. Guy 1 for 2 with a walk, and he swings and misses on the first pitch. So that closes the book, unfortunately, for Campbell, and he deserved better than that. 5 1/3, 5 earned, 5 hits, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts, 87 pitches. But he walked the bases loaded in the inning, including 2 with 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. Guy out in front of it. Man, if you're Newberry, Campbell did such a great job of righting the ship. You're right in the picture. It just unraveled a little bit. And credit Simpson in this Wingate lineup for coming up big again. The pitch. Ground ball, back up the middle. Guy, a base hit. And that makes it 11-3 here in the 7th inning. Another quality poke from the bottom of the lineup. Guy went down to get it. And the lineup flips back over for the hot hitting McCann Mellett, who's 3 for 4. Check that, 3 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Wingate, a 4-run 7th, has blown this thing open. Here's the pitch from Osment. Misses downstairs. 1-0. And now only 2 more innings for Newberry, and instead of being down by 4, which it looked like it was going to be, as there was just 1 man on with 2 outs, and Hunter Dula at the plate. And a left-on-left situation, and Dula was 0 for 3. He draws the walk, loads the bases, and Wingate clears him as Mellett swings and misses to even the count at 1-1. And you wonder how much of the long and late games that Newberry has played starting to kick in. The pitch to Mellett. Misses off the plate. 2-1. 4.5 hours last night, nearly 6 hours, including a rain delay in there on Saturday. Do the Bats have another charge in them? 2 balls, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. The pitch. Misses down and in. 3-2. Another right-hander has started to throw for Newberry. Wingate has some activity in its bullpen. And now the full advantage on the Dogs. They can get everybody up and loose. They only need to get 6 more outs, and they only have, or they have an 8-run lead to protect. The pitch, Mellett fouls it off. A lot of pitches being seen here by Wingate. Until Guy, there had been 4 consecutive batters with a 3-ball count. Another payoff pitch with the runner on the move, Guy at first. There he goes. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, that ends the inning, but a little late. The bases clearing triple from Carson-Simpson has opened this one up. A 4-run 7th for Wingate as 8 come to the plate. And the Dogs in control, seeking some hardware, ahead 11-3 going to the 8th.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Dear college sports,
there's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Heart of the lineup coming to the plate for Newberry in the top of the 8th inning, and Sam Broderson has the ball in his hand, and he's ready to dial it up here for Wingate. Broderson, the right-hander, will work against Bauer, who has 2 hits and 3 at-bats in the game. Ready against left-hand batter. Wingate has opened this thing up. Largest lead of the day, the 11-3 margin. And the first pitch bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Broderson, the freshman from Winter Garden, Florida. West Orange High School. Having a wonderful rookie campaign. 1-0 pitch. On the outside corner with a fastball for a strike. Once again, Broderson coming set. The 1-1. Ground ball to first. Takes a kind hop into the midsection of Dula. He takes it to the first base bag himself. 1 out here in the 8th. And now Colin Allman. Allman's 1 for 3 on the day. Well, if you look at how things stand now, an 11-3 game, and not only that, but Wingate wouldn't have to deal with the power-hitting Jack Harris. Again, he ended the last inning with a double play ball. Right-hander delivers, and he misses just below the zone on a fastball for ball 1. 2 2/3, matching a career-high outing. He's walked just 1. He's also hit a batter. He comes set, he pitches. Gets a strike on the outside corner at the knees, evening it up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Wingate was terrific in the 90s. Won 4 conference championships over a 5-year stretch. There's a strike from Broderson. 3 in a row from 94 to 96. 1 in 1998. And then a drought for the program until Jeff Gregory arrived. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Third punch out for Broderson. And now Nick Butler, who's 0 for 2. Wingate got back in the conference tournament championship column 2011 and then became one of the 2 teams outside of the top 4 to ever win a title, doing so in 2015. Running all the way through the league that year with that great lineup. The pitch, fastball down the middle, 0-1. The right-hander pitches, and a little flare down the first baseline behind the bag. Dula picks it up, runs to the bag, and that ends the inning. Efficient inning for Broderson. 3 outs away. Wingate a chance to win the conference tournament championship. They'll look to add on, leading at 11-3 here on the SAC Digital Network.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Brian Liriano Hernandez is the new pitcher for Newberry. He'll try to get the final 3 outs and see if his offense can get something going in the top of the 9th inning. Liriano Hernandez making his first appearance in the tournament, his 8th overall of the season, as he delivers to left-hand hitting Michael Dansky, who's 0 for 4. Liriano Hernandez, a redshirt senior, went to DeMatha, the basketball powerhouse in Maryland. The 1-strike pitch. That misses down and away. 1-1. First appearance for Liriano Hernandez since April 14th, through an inning and a third against Carson-Newman. The 1-1. Misses off the plate with a fastball. 1-0. Or check that, 2-1, sorry. The scoreboard reset itself. The pitch misses high. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Here's the pitch. And that bounces in there. There's ball 4. And a good start. Dansky was the only man that didn't bat in the 4-run 7th. And promptly gets aboard. That is the 4th walk issued by Newberry pitching in the last 2 innings. 4 of the last 8 have drawn a walk. And now Logan McNeely. Right-hand pitcher, right-hand batter. Here it is. And a ground ball yanked foul down in the left field corner. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's an 11-3 Wingate lead. And with a runner at first base, Liriano Hernandez works from the stretch. He pitches. High pop-up off of first base, or with a tough play here over in foul ground. He's able to make the grab. That retires McNeely, and that was a big out to get. And now Jed Bryant will step to the plate. Due up for Newberry in the top of the 9th inning. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Bergman, Terrence, and Lansdowne. Should anybody reach, the lineup would flip back over for Bales. Bryant, 1 for 3 with a walk on the day. And the pitch, and he swings and launches one. We have liftoff to the deepest part of the yard. Left center field, 2nd homer for Bryant. 13-3, Wingate soaring in the conference championships. He starts it with a 3-run blast. He bookends it with a 2-run bomb. Jed Bryant hot at the right time. And that blows it open to a 10-run game. And now here is Gary Christopher in a 13-3 game. And the first pitch to the left-hand hitter is a tapper right back to the mound. Bobbled by Liriano Hernandez, but he gathers and throws out Christopher. Bryant has now hit 5 of his 7 home runs this season, this month. The 2-homer game here. And he now has 4 home runs in his last 8 games. And we get a mound visit here. Might be the end of the line for Liriano Hernandez. And they make the call to the bullpen, so we'll step out for a break. 13-3, Wingate, bottom of the 8th.
What defines a truly distinguished university? Visionary leadership, innovative teaching and learning, compelling evidence of success, a flexible learning environment. These are the traits that have made Anderson University one of 200 schools in the world to be chosen as an Apple School of Distinction. Anderson University, knowledge for the journey.
You're right, that's a 5th floor problem.
Not in my house. No, no, no. Not today.
Jimmy, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
Happier than Dikembe Mutombo blocking a shot.
Nice.
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
New pitcher for Newberry, 2 outs into the bottom of the 8th inning, is a right-hander, Jonathan Elissier. Takes over out there on the mound. And will face off against Hunter Dula. What a ball game this was for a long time. And the offense for Wingate busting out as the first pitch from the right-hander misses off the plate up and away. Dula drew a 2-out walk, and that opened the door. And since Wingate has put up 6 on the board to break open a 7-3 game into a 13-3 lead. The pitch is on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Now, this is what Newberry had been doing to teams, putting up monster offensive showings. But this time around, it's Wingate turning it around against Newberry. The pitch, a swing and a miss from Dula. 1-2. Elissier, right-hand pitcher, a senior from Apopka, Florida. The 1-2 pitch misses down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wingate is 3 outs away from a championship. Here's the pitch, and Dula fouls it first base side. The only speed bump that Wingate ran into was Carson-Newman, but needed an extra inning win over Catawba. Or check that, a walk-off win against Catawba to stay alive. The pitch, Dula rips it to first, but foul down the line. And Coach Jeff Gregory on the verge of sealing up his 3rd conference tournament championship and the 7th in the history of the program. Here's the pitch. Bouncer off the plate, first base side, and again foul from Dula. Catawba has won 8. Wingate looking to get its 7th. The right-hander now pitches, and it misses down and in. 3-2. Wingate celebration. They're planning it down in the dugout. What are they going to do? Counts full to Dula. Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That ends it. But Jed Bryant launches a Johnson. And that makes it a 10-run ball game. 13-3. Going to the 9th. Wingate looking to close out their 7th championship.
Dear college sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Catawba College is a story of transformation. It's a place where students' creativity is fostered, a place of inspiration to go beyond the classroom, a place of belonging no matter who you are. Mentorships, a broad curriculum, and hands-on experiences prepare students for employment and a lifetime of learning. At Catawba, you begin as you are and transform with your interests and experiences. We're Catawba, and we have a good story to tell.
To the top of the 9th we go. Wingate feeling it right now, knowing that they are 3 outs away with a 10-run bulge and a chance to win the conference championship. Seeking its 7th title. And it'll be Kenny Bergman to start us off 13-3 Wingate, the last 7 runs of the game to the Bulldogs. And the right-hand pitcher delivers, and there is strike 1 at the knees. Broderson, a career day, 43 pitches, 3 1/3 hitless innings. A career-long outing. Broderson pitches, and a bouncing ball over the third baseman, Dansky, and into left field for a base hit. Newberry not done yet. First hit for Newberry since Aiden Bauer singled in the 5th. Rhett Jolly is going to pinch hit here for Newberry. And the first pitch is a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. So Jolly getting his first action of this tournament. And the right-hand hitter looking to keep the line moving. 13-3 game. Broderson pitches, and there's a strike. Oh, check that, a ball, rather. Sorry, that looked like a pretty good pitch from here. Jolly this season, a .235 hitter. He's driven in 9. 1 ball and 1 strike. Broderson pitches. Misses downstairs with the fastball, 2-1. Well, Wingate does have some activity down in the bullpen. The right-hander has started to throw, just in case anything dicey happens here. The righty pitches, and a swing and a miss. Two balls and 2 strikes. And now here's the pitch. And that bounces in there. Three balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a little line drive to left field. That's a base hit. So back-to-back hits for Newberry has started off the 9th inning in a 13-3 game. Well, Newberry scored 8 against Carson-Newman in the 4th. Don't put it past this team to be able to dink and dunk and put up a big inning. The right-hand pitcher coming set. Now brings it up there. And a check swing on a high fastball for ball 1. Lands down at the plate, 2 for 3 on the day. Broderson pitches, and he misses downstairs. Mention the fact that this was his longest outing of the year. He's at 51 pitches now. You also wonder how much adrenaline is rushing through the rookie's body. 2-0 the count, the pitch. And a fastball high, 3-0. I'm sure Wingate would love to get through the rest of this one and let Broderson close it out. Still a 10-run pad to work with. The 3-0. Fastball misses inside. Ball 4. Bases are loaded. So it'll be a pinch hitter here. Gabriel Santiago will pinch hit, and that'll be the end of the day for Broderson as he loads the bases. But a dominant outing from the right-hander. Wingate to the bullpen, 13-3 here in the 9th. For the first time in this tournament, Austin Johnson makes an appearance. Has had a solid overall season, 13th appearance on the year. 1 save and a 4.20 ERA, and he enters with the bases loaded and nobody out. But his team 3 outs away and leading at 13-3 from a conference championship. Gabriel Santiago is going to pinch hit. Santiago is hitting .207 on the year. This is his 15th game of the season. And he'll dig into the batter's box with a bases juice. First at bat for him in this tournament, and he takes a fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Santiago, a rookie from Castleberry, Florida, has hits in 4 of his last 5. Johnson coming set, now pitching, and he misses off the plate with a fastball. 1-1. One ball and 1 strike, the pitch. And a bouncing ball hit out to short. Simpson waits. He bobbles it. Tries to recover. Cannot. Everybody's safe, and a run comes in to make it 13-4. So that'll be an error at shortstop. Advance the runners. Allow Butler to touch home. 13-4 game, and Luke Orr fouls it off. Down the line. In left. 1 strike and nothing to count. Orr today has been on base 3 times. A single, has been hit by a pitch, and has walked. So that run charged to Broderson. The 0-1 on the outside corner for strike 2. So 2 singles, a walk, and now an error. 9-run game. Heart of this lineup still to come. Nobody out here in the 9th. Johnson set, the 0-2, and a swing and a miss. Or chased a pitch down and in, and a punch out for Johnson. And now Jack Harris, who has homered twice in this game, will dig into the batter's box. Just feels like Wingate just keep coming with power arm after power arm. Last year as a freshman, Johnson was having a great year, a .96 ERA as he pitches, and fastball hits the outside corner for strike 1. First appearance since April 14th, with an inning and a 16-3 win over Lander. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and Harris spoils it, fouls it to the right, but Johnson gets ahead at 0-2. (13-4). Wingate leads. Newberry has 10 hits, just none with runners in scoring position. And now the 0-2 misses off the plate with a fastball. 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That's down and away again. 2-2. Well, sometimes the last 3 outs are the hardest to get. Even after scoring 7 unanswered to take a 13-3 lead. Johnson again ready, the pitch. Harris strikes out swinging. Chased the pitch in the dirt. And Johnson makes the two best hitters in this lineup look bad, and then nearly a nightmare scenario. A throw down to third base. And Jolly had to hustle back to the bag. Wingate, 1 out away. And here's Aiden Bauer. Bauer 2 for 4 on the day. Couple singles. Looking to keep the line moving, but Johnson has come in and done the job. Fourth pitcher of the game used by Wingate, and the pitch. And Bauer hits it in the air to left field. Bryant heading over towards the line. He's there. He makes the catch. Fittingly, a 2-homer day for Bryant. Wingate, the conference champions for the 7th time. And a dog pile for the Dogs right near the mound. Celebration is on here at the ballpark. And a wonderful moment for Wingate, and here comes the Gatorade bath. And Coach Gregory loves it. What a day for Wingate. We'll have post-game reaction, the trophy presentation coming up here in just a moment. Wingate, the conference tournament champions, and we now bring in Coach Jeff Gregory. And Coach, congratulations on winning the championship. How do you explain the emotions of your team right now, taking home the 3rd title in your tenure?
I don't know how to explain it right now, but I mean, there's not a whole lot of words. I mean, it's been a tough year with everything. I think everybody knows what that means, and just be able to see the guys persevere through the whole thing and then be able to play through a tough conference tournament with some really great teams and be able to come out champs this year. It says a lot about them, and it is a little bit overwhelming right now.
you had to survive 3 elimination games, this being one as well, to get to this point. What can you say about the resiliency of your crew, not just in this game, but as you mentioned, throughout the whole year?
Well, it says a lot about them. We've played some ball games throughout the year where we've been behind and we found ways to be able to come back in and win. And you start talking about logging information all the way through it, and whatever happens to you, understanding those situations will pop up again, and just know how to react when it needs to come time. And yeah, we lost the game early, and Carson-Newman played really, really well that game, and then we were able to come back and some elimination games and beat a tough Catawba team, beat Carson-Newman again, who had beat us before, and then this is a great Newberry team right here as well. So to be able to win a game against them, that's a big thing for us.
McCann Mellon had 1 hit entering today, and he was incredible for you guys. Jed Bryant hit a couple home runs. He had scuffled a little bit this season. What can you say about those 2 guys coming up big on the biggest stage?
I'm proud of them. That's a big thing. Like McCann stayed with it, Jed stayed with it. Jed had a first good game, and then had a little bit of tough luck there in the middle of it, but then to be able to come out today and play well was big. And then McCann, like you said, had some tough ABs early on, and then to be able to come out today and really be able to flip the switch and stay with it, put some good swings on the ball, and be able to come through with some clutch situations for us was a difference for us.
Coach, really appreciate the time. Go enjoy the celebration.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
That's Coach Jeff Gregory. And the tournament championship goes to Wingate. Going to be joined here by Jed Bryant in just a second. Wingate celebrating out on the field, and the trophies will be out in just a moment. Wingate wins it. Final score 13-4, and we now bring in Jed Bryant. Jed, congratulations on this one. You started this one in the championship game with a home run. Walk me through home run number 1, your first at bat of this contest. Actually, hold on one second. Why don't you go get that picture, and we'll get you here in a second.
Yep.
Jed Bryant was getting ready to do the interview. The team was posing for the picture, and he had to hustle back and go get the picture taken as a team on the left-hand side. So the team gets the celebration shot. And now let's go ahead and bring Jed back. Made sure that you didn't miss that picture, but walk me through that first at bat in your home run.
Honestly, I was just looking for a pitch up over the middle of the plate that I could do something with, and I got it and just put a good swing on it late in the count with 2 strikes.
What are the emotions right now for your team winning this championship?
Oh, incredible. It's hard to describe. It really is. We played great all year. We played really hard all year, and it just feels good to finally, I don't even know how to describe it, finally put it all together and win something.
When you look at how this season played out, obviously you weren't sure if you were going to be able to play it. It was a really difficult schedule with mostly SAC teams on the schedule. You guys lose to Carson-Newman and have to come back, win some elimination games. What does it say about your group as a whole that you're the team that's going to host this trophy?
I mean, I'm not sure. We're relentless. We never quit. We grind from the very beginning to the end, and I think that says a lot about our guys, and everybody's ready to go when their number's called. So, I mean, I think that speaks a lot about the team and a lot about us as a whole.
Last question for you. Your pitching staff was wonderful all weekend long. How nice does that make you guys as hitters when your pitchers are just throwing the ball as well as they are?
Oh, I think it takes a lot of pressure off of us. I mean, we know we're going to get good quality starts out of guys, and we obviously did this weekend, and even our bullpen's been very good. So as hitters, we just got to do our job and play clean, take care of the baseball on the field defensively, and then just take hits when they come, and I think it all works out for the best.
Jed, thank you so much. Congratulations. Go enjoy the celebration.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
That's Jed Bryant. Wingate is the tournament champions. And we'll have the trophy presentation here in just a few moments as we enjoy this one here at the ballpark. And Wingate is the champion here at the ballpark, and we're getting the trophy out, getting everything settled in, and Wingate is going to be able to add some hardware to it. And we'll have the trophy presentation here live on the field in just 1 second. And we'll bring that to you live here on the SAC Digital Network. A 13-4 win for Wingate.
First, we would like to recognize the 2021 SAC Championship Most Valuable Player selected by league's coaches. From Wingate, it is Hunter Doolin.
The rest of the all-tournament team will be voted on by the coaches and released on Tuesday at thesac.com. We would now like to recognize our runner-up team for an outstanding effort in today's game. Will the captains from Newberry please come forward and accept the tournament runner-up trophy? One more round of applause for the Newberry Wolves on a tournament well played. And now for the championship trophy, the 2021 Pilot Flying Jays South Atlantic Conference Tournament Champions, the Wingate Bulldogs. By winning the SAC championship, Wingate earns an automatic berth into the NCAA Division II Baseball Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for the 2021 SAC Baseball Tournament Champions, the Bulldogs of Wingate. We thank you for attending the 2021 SAC Baseball Championships. Please drive home safely.
So there it is. The South Atlantic Conference Tournament Championship belongs to the Wingate Bulldogs for the 7th time in the history of the program and the 3rd time under head coach Jeff Gregory. We are the champions playing in the background. And Wingate, after beating Newberry to start it off, a loss to Carson-Newman didn't stop them. They walked it off against Catawba, took down Carson-Newman earlier this morning, and then beat Newberry for the 2nd time in the tournament to take home the trophy. Been a wonderful weekend here and a lot of people to thank. Our camera operators, first and foremost, Riley Thomas, Danny Wazorek, Mary Vandergriff, Helen Rader, Daniel Parker, Katie Denton, Zach Tellup, and Abigail Baldy. Our production crew, Brian White, running graphics. Our director, Richard Martin, and our wonderful replay operator, Danielle Whaley. For the fellow broadcaster, Adam Cavalier, and my partner throughout the tournament, Brandon Roberts. And the South Atlantic Conference, Patrick Britz, and the assistant commissioner in charge here all weekend, Christian Stryker. It's been a wonderful tournament, and we're so glad that you decided to spend some time with us throughout this weekend. Wingate wins it, the final score 13-4. And the Bulldogs have some gold trophy to send back to Wingate, North Carolina. A championship for the Bulldogs. I'm Michael Watchrank, thanking you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the postseason. Wingate, the South Atlantic Conference tournament champions here on the SAC Digital Network.